Last Sunday, everyone, I'm coming to you from Coisa again, but this time I am in the woods. You can hear the water running. I'm gonna flip it so you guys can see. Hear that water. And I'm down here by the water because it's all about cleansing today, forgiving, letting go, and bringing deeper awareness to your relationships and all the lessons that you have had from relationships that ended and what happened in those relationships, what parts of your personality were you being invited to heal. Okay, so we're all kind of taking inventory right now of how we can be the best version of ourselves. And relationships teach us a lot about ourselves, right? Our triggers show up, our trauma shows up, and sometimes it's hard to really express how you feel, what your needs are, and use your voice. And on the other hand, there's people that are really controlling in relationships, that like to tell you what to do, how to dress, how to eat, controlling of lifestyle, and you can feel imprisoned in those relationships. So I invite you to look at all your friendships, your work dynamic relationships, your relationship with your partner, and what's going on right now. What's going on in those relationships? Where are you feeling the frustration? Where are you feeling the joy? What are you not getting enough of? Okay? Because it's important at this time for us to use our voice and express how we feel in all our relationships. Okay? But coming from a centered, balanced place of communication that will serve both parties. Communication that is going to release energy and amplify energy, okay? Because when we can have a dynamic conversation with somebody that we want to support the higher good and the growth of two people, then you can talk in a way that you are well received and the person is open to you. So it's important that we really pay attention to when people are open to receive communication, or they're just too fired up in their own experience and they're not open to listen to what you have to say. They're not even open to listen in general. So that's coming up. How we communicate in our relationships, the lessons that we have learned from past relationships, the lessons that we have learned about our personality and where we need to rise up and power up and set more healthy boundaries. And also, on the flip side, where you need to relinquish control, where you need to let go of control and judgment and thinking you know best. These mosquitoes, they're getting to me. So this is the light codes that came through today. You just peek at this. I'll post this later. But as you could see, I don't know if you could see it, but oh my goodness, I might have to move. Orion, the energy with the constellation, with Orion is coming up. Okay, those of you who are connected to Orion, you came here to experience relationships and heal unhealthy ways of being. There are many groups that were from Orion that were highly manipulative and controlling. So a lot of that control and manipulation is being felt in all aspects of our life. And we're not even just, right, I posted the video yesterday, we're not just talking about the systems, the government, and everything that's going on. We're talking about, we're noticing it in every aspect of our life, in all our relationships, in ourselves, our personalities, and we're being invited to forgive and let go, okay? We're getting invited to do better. So we all get soul lessons from these relationships, right? Relationships are a huge invitation for soul growth, for spiritual growth, right? And you know when something is out of alignment, but half the time we don't listen to that inner voice and we move ahead and we make commitments that don't really honor our soul and our beingness. And we draw friendships and connections that mirror and trigger what needs to be healed. Now, if two parties are conscious and they're evolved, now this is friendships, romantic partnerships and whatnot, you can really grow. You can rebirth together. And you know what? I gotta say, in regards to romantic relationships, because this is one lesson I have learned, the fairy tale and what society has put out there is that you fall in love right away and you're treated like a queen or a king, right? And everything is perfect. And then, it stays that way forever. That's not my experience. Actually, some of my my marriage right now started as friends, and we did not even expect it to unfold the way it did. And there's been so many lessons around the way. So be open to growing that passion, growing that fire, healing together, and supporting one another through the shadows, through the dark work, and rebirthing together. Because we're all growing at different rates right now. And just because your partner isn't necessarily there with you doesn't mean that you need to abandon them. But if the relationship is no longer serving you from a place of abuse, from a place of violence, and that can be verbal or physical, from cheating, from porn addiction, to a lack of intimacy, then that these are the relationships that you're being called to let go of, because you need to know your worth and not stay in a space where you both aren't growing anymore, where you're imprisoned. And so we keep attracting relationships and friendships to teach us more about ourselves. So that's why I invite you to look at the patterns in your relationships. What parts of your personality shine, and what parts of your personality come out that are like a monster, right? Because there are people that will trigger the worst in you, and there are people that will trigger the best in you. So let's do a little bit of light language around forgiveness. We'll do a little practice around forgiveness, and also having the courage to release relationships that no longer serve you. And on the other side, having the courage to do the work with the people you love and care about, to do the work around the shadow. So I invite you to close your eyes and come to a comfortable seated position. And just listen to the running sound of the water. As we call for the highest vibrations of truth and love, and we awaken the holy presence and the holy light within. Imagining your toes dipped in this cleansing, purifying water, as we cleanse the energy centers of the feet, and we awaken energy in the feet. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Feeling the energies of the stone people, the stone energy, as you feel grounded and rooted and open to receive. Feeling the green, lush energy of the trees. The strength of the root systems. Just feeling all the elements and nature spirits in this moment, here to assist you with cleansing, purifying, and releasing. Open your heart, release the density from the past, and I invite you to visualize the people who pop into your mind that you need to forgive, release, and let go of with love. Acknowledge the lessons. Acknowledge your feelings. And fully let go with love. Placing a golden globe of light around this individual or individuals. And saying, I love you, I forgive you, I release you, I thank you. If you're watching the replay of this, you can pause it at this point and do this practice with multiple people. Placing golden light around them, stating, I love you, I forgive you, I release you, I thank you. Acknowledging the lessons and the blessings in these lessons. Allow your heart to release, cleanse, and forgive as you deepen your awareness around relationships, around your personality, and aspects that self-sabotage healthy relationships and healthy partnerships. Wana makina sita kina kasakata tishikita kito komwachi kina makina yana nino shine makara etta krenina korbon chankarina makaya ito kina makasakru shikina maku shikira kireke 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 una manena e sarakino muachate asakra nama yera hora hare here 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 hara hara hora here 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 hara 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 ese que na sha te na moi te no que na moi cha na e na more esa na mare ana ye na e te ata ta sa e moi tu moi cinema kanama enema unama Ishina ka 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 ka. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Giving your body full permission to release relationships that no longer serve you. Isa karakin nakarakun shakarin namakarin no karayano yananani sa ka shinamaka sunamotun nanani se kinakaya ta etike motono mayana isa kaya na ko shinamotun na kalarido sa kinamaniano namiana sunu na ina ete yo no kimwa ata ete ata shina eteke no samwa kanakana hena karma eteke karma Estekere karma, otekere ma karake, etekere ka karaka, karaka, karaka. So we clear cycles of karma. Etekene kan chikene mo tumwa, chitukere ke karake, kireke, 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 pum cha ya na. Ete ya yo ya ese ya ku wa cha, ute ya wa cha na ya no mo ya. Bringing your awareness back to your feet, feeling them in the cleansing water, just visualizing and using your imagination, listening to the sound of the water, that your feet are being cleansed. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Releasing your body of any tension, of any stress. Give your body permission to fully let go of the burdens that you are carrying of others. Beautiful. Beautiful. Release, 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 release. Karmic cycles clearing for many of you around these relationships that are connected to Orion. Esekirika, kinakana, yano, moachanya, sanamina, etekena, kata, karaka, 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 karaka. Bless the lessons. Bless the lessons in these relationships. They were blessings. Beautiful. And it's clearing. It's still clearing, so we're just going to let it keep going until I feel that it is complete. So just tune in to the sound of the running water and feel cool water washing over you, holy blessed water washing over you, cleansing you as we work with the nature spirits and the elementals. Beautiful. You guys are doing amazing. Letting it cleanse. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And we awaken a divine portal in the belly that releases lifetimes of trauma around sex, sexuality, releasing lifetimes of trauma for many of you around sexuality. So take a deep breath into the belly, exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Your worth is not dependent on sex or being sexy. So release those stories of your worth being dependent on how you look, being sexy, and sexuality. Beautiful. We release objectifying ourselves, releasing all forms of sexual objectification that occurs in relationships and in general, releasing distortions around sex. Beautiful. And so I just invite you to receive this transmission as I work on clearing these lifetimes of trauma, especially, like I said, for those who are connected to Orion. Isakara kena karakun chakrakun wakena kaya tenaya sono kena makama teke sakara karma isakara karma ite kena kana karakere kere kere kush kena makarena karake k. Bringing the awareness to the right eye, feeling holy golden light circulating in the right eye. Feel the pulse and expansion in the cleansing. Dice que era que na carriera cash te que na kuyo ya como que na ma te que era cash que na ma. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Be here for a moment. The energies are continuing to work on you. Just listen to the sounds of the running water as the purification is still happening. The activation is still working, so just be here with this energy. Beautiful. This was a really powerful activation. For those of you who are ready, you will watch this, you will be drawn to watch this, you'll be called to watch this. It has a lot to do with clearing all forms of unhealthy relationships and aspects of personalities that no longer serve you. Okay? I think we're complete now. Definitely complete. Drink lots of water and get outside in nature. Sit by a tree, sit by running water, get some sun, and give your permission to heal and let go. You guys are doing amazing, and thank you to those who watch these videos and are doing the inner work daily with me. I appreciate you. And I love you. Have a blessed now.